Okay. Awesome. I think he said he's going to come in at like 30 seconds. Okay.
I just got a thing that says we're live.
Okay. From the Lions Den on the campus of Manila High School in Manila, Arkansas, Tubetown Prep Basketball is back on the air. Hello again, everyone. Marcus Carlton alongside Wes Cisco here tonight for the 3A3 District Championship games. The ladies are up first tonight. Wes, we're going to see one of the hottest teams in the state here tonight in this ladies matchup.
Yeah, the Hoxie Lady Mustangs on riding a 19-game winning streak with an overall record of 24-2. And, of course, that means they're undefeated in the conference. The earlier two games was a 63-56 win at Trumann, and at Hoxie was 65-31. They defeated the Corning Lady Bobcats 66-24 to reach the finals.
So we've got Hoxie and Trumann here tonight, Wes. And as you mentioned, Hoxie swept the season series with Trumann. But as you know, I'm kind of an old school guy, and I believe in the theory of it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in 1 year.
Yeah, and it's the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. The only 2 conference losses for the Lady Wildcats have been to this Lady Mustang team.
All right, so let's take a quick look at the starting lineups here. First of all, for Trumann, we've got number 1, Micah Wilson, number 3, Hannah McLaughlin, number 10, Daly Taylor, number 12, Tay Smith, and number 35, Mallory Hartley. Over on the other side for the Hoxie Lady Mustangs, coached by Mike Shipman. Make sure that I match up here with the PA announcer. Number 4, Emily Davis. Number 10, Jaden Brown. Number 12, Tessa Glenn. Number 23, Caitlin Henson. And number 24, Cassidy Clayton, excuse me. Now, one number that you will not see in the starting lineup tonight is number 32, Sydney Gilliam. She's coming off the bench tonight. I think she's kind of resting I don't want to say a tired knee, but it's damaged a little bit. And actually, I see her standing there. She's not even dressed out tonight, Wes.
No, she's in her street clothes on the bench tonight. But, of course, you know, you always want to win a district title.
Absolutely.
But you still got at least, you got 1 and maybe even 2 more weeks worth of playing time. So Okay, rest her up, get her ready for regional tournaments next week, and then even possibly the state tournament at Osceola in 2 weeks. Tonight's officials are Kenny Faulkner, T. Daniels, Tommy Parkinson. We got 8 minutes on the floor and we're on the clock and we're ready to go.
Ball goes in the air and Hoxie controls the tip, and Emily Davis will bring it across for the Lady Mustangs. Off to Jaden Brown. Keep in mind that the two Brown girls are both, we got a sophomore and a freshman, so two young superstars in the making for Hoxie. Nice dish down low, shot up, no good. Battle for the board, up again, no good. Two quick misses there for Caitlin Henson. And now Trumann will set their offense and see if they can put the first points of the night on the board.
Those are two shots that she wants back.
Absolutely. Down into the corner, there's a little penetration, skip pass. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Hoxie, and the Lady Mustangs are off on the run. Over on the wing. Tessa Glenn. Now down in the corner, Clayton. Clayton brings it back up top, back to Brown. Hoxie being very patient on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, both teams are playing the zone defense, and we're going to have foul on the floor.
Foul's going to be charged to Michael Wilson on Trumann.
Number 1, Michael Wilson. Her first, team first.
Out of bounds for Hoxie. Here's the shot up and in.
And that time Henson went up strong and got the bucket, Marcus. Something she didn't do the first two times.
Yeah, good move there. Trumann down into the low post area, back out to the wing. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the board, Hoxie clears, and they're off and running. 15-footer on the way, no good. Hoxie with the board, we got a whistle and a foul.
Foul charge number 3, Hannah McLaughlin.
Hannah McLaughlin on the foul. Second team foul for Trumann. Hoxie looks to inbound. Over in the corner, now back out to the wing. And it'll go back to Brown to reset the offense. Tessa Glenn drives to the hole. Nice shot up, no good. Trumann clears the board, and the Lady Wildcats are off and running. There's a shot on the way, no good. Rebound control by Trumann, back up, shot partially blocked. And Hoxie's off with it again. Shot up, no good. Put back, no good. Second attempt, no good. And the third time, we'll get a foul on Hoxie.
Foul charge number 10, Jaden Brown.
Jaden Brown with the foul for Hoxie, and that'll be her first, the team's first as well. 2-0 our score here, 5.5 left in the first quarter.
3 easy shots there for the Lady Mustangs. They just didn't go down.
Yeah, close-up shots in the post from about 8 feet or in, and they're not falling so far. Hoxie extending the defense almost all the way out to half court.
It looks like they're playing a diamond one.
Yeah, they've got the face guard on Hartley. Jaden Brown is face guarding Hartley no matter where she goes on the floor. Here's Hoxie quickly into the front court. Glenn spins, drives, shot blocked. Recovered, shot back up, no good by Clayton. And here comes Trumann. Bad pass going to be intercepted by Hoxie. A little bit of chaos here early on. Emily Davis intercepted the pass. And now off to Jaden Brown. Coach Chipman says, let's calm down and pump the brakes a bit.
Yeah, we've almost played a half of a quarter and only got 1 basket so far.
Glenn on the wing. Gets the screen. Now the screen and roll. And they're going to get Henson with the travel. She never really got that cleanly off the pick and roll. See here, good pick. She rolls to the hole. Has a little trouble right there with the pass. And
tries to go in between 2 defenders. Coach Chipman's asking about a foul, but when you go in between 2 defenders like that, Nice block there.
Yeah, good. You'll see here on the replay, nice look to the hole right there, but it's nice to have someone there to guard the paint. Down the middle with the layup, up and in.
2 points.
Nice little finger roll there from
Is it Morgan?
Morgan.
Yeah, Caroline Morgan. Glenn out front, spins, drives, and kicks. Three-pointer from the corner on the way, up and in. Cassidy Clayton with the three. Gives Hoxie the 5-2 lead. Trumann setting their offense. High pressure defense being applied by Hoxie. Here's a skip pass to the corner, wide open three-pointer on the way, no good.
A little hard on that one.
Yeah, might have been too wide open. Now Hoxie clears. Brown off to Davis. There's a three-pointer on the way from Glenn, no good. And Hartley clears the board for Trumann, and she'll bring it across half court. Penetration to the hole there. Shot up and in from about 8 feet out by Michael Wilson.
Good job by Wilson to go ahead and take that couple more steps inside instead of trying to shoot a three. Most kids nowadays would just go ahead and try to pop it up from the three-point land.
Yeah, nice discipline there to get closer to the hole and get a better look. There's Davis on the wing. Directing traffic a little bit. Now she needs some help. Almost a steal. Glenn recovers, drives to the hole, shot up, no good, but whistle and a foul. Going to get Mallory Hartley with the foul.
Her first, team third. That's a line from the lady.
3 team fouls now for Trumann.
Number 12, Tessa Glenn.
Glenn misses her first free throw, and we've got
Number 13,
massive substitutions here.
number 30, Britt.
So
Coach
Henson and
Ballou wanted hit like Clay saw with 3 of his players that are up there.
so Glenn misses both free throws. Shot up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Trumann, and it'll go over to Hoxie.
May not have made the basket, but that was a nice step through there by Wilson.
Very nice. Both teams seem to be struggling with their shot a little bit early on here.
Yeah, probably a little nervous, especially for Hoxie without their
Sure, without their
star.
leader. Yeah, their senior leader. The drive and kick. Shot up from about 18 is good for Cassidy Clayton.
Cassidy Clayton, 2 points.
It's at 7-4 Hoxie with 2 minutes left here in the first. Michael Wilson out front. Now off to Morgan. Back to Wilson. Good look down the middle, but the pass is broken up and stolen by Hoxie. Hoxie's running, and that's going to get Hartley for her second foul here before the end of the first quarter. She may be headed to the bench for a little
See
bit,
right
Wes.
there. Nice little shoulder tackle.
Yeah, good, clean, hard contact there on the foul. Nothing malicious about it. It's
No.
just hard contact.
Tay Smith.
And there goes Hartley to the bench. Looks like Tay Smith will be checking in for her. Hoxie to inbound the ball underneath the basket. 1:45 left here in the first. Ball goes out front to Brown. Coach Chipman here giving directions for his team. Here's a three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the board. Brown gets her own rebound. Over to the wing. Now here's Glenn, shot blocked. Good block there by Kayla Spence. Now here's another steal by Hoxie. Shot up. It looks like they're going to get probably Haley Mathis with that foul. Yeah, 24.
Haley Mathis. Her first, team fifth. At the line for the Lady Mustangs.
See on the replay there.
Cassidy Clayton.
Maybe just a little too much hand there, Wes.
Yeah. You're going to get that call just about every time.
Cassidy Clayton's free
Someone's
throw is
driving.
up and good. Clayton's got an early 6 points here in the first quarter. Second free throw, no good. Trumann clears the board. And Caroline Morgan brings it up for Trumann. Off to Wilson, now off to Smith. Pass stolen by Ellie Britt for Hoxie, and then she's going to be fouled by Tay Smith.
Foul charge to number 12, Tay Smith. Her first, team 6.
Substitution into the game for Trumann.
Already the 16th foul on the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, so for the entire second quarter, Hoxie will be shooting free throws. Here's a three-pointer on the way out front by Glenn. No good. Battle for the board. Hoxie recovers. Shot up and in by Cassidy Clayton.
2 points.
And we've got a timeout, Trumann. 45 seconds left. We've got a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. Wes, you see it here early on. The three-pointer, no good, but Cassidy Clayton battles her way in for another stick back, and it's early on here. It's the Cassidy Clayton show for Hoxie.
Yeah, and if you notice, there was no one boxing her out either. She just went right straight to the basket, got the rebound in the bucket.
Yeah, 8 of the 10 points of Hoxie belongs to Cassidy Clayton, with Caitlin Henson having the other 2.
You gotta. We talked about this all year long on our broadcast. Fundamentals.
Absolutely.
And right there is something. One of the fundamentals is blocking out.
And it's also fundamental that if they're not going to block you out, you take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for the offensive board. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trumann with the ball. Caroline Morgan brings it across to Wilson. Now here's a pass down low, shot up and in by Kayla Spence. Nice play there by Trumann. They found the open player, and she took advantage.
And she took only the one dribble. She didn't try to over dribble or anything right there and give what the defense was going to give her.
Here's Glenn, another shot up, no good. And Trumann can't handle the board. Spence goes off her hands, and Hoxie will maintain. Look to see if with 16 seconds left they hold for one shot here. Passed in underneath, stolen away, knocked loose. Trumann recovers. 10 seconds left as Trumann crosses half court. Pass out to the corner, three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to go back to Hoxie with 0.7 of a second left.
Probably just hold it on this one.
Shot up, no good, and that'll end the first quarter. 10-6 our score. Hoxie leads. You're watching the 3A3 District Tournament Championship on Tubetown. Live, local from Ritter Communications.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Back here in the Lions' Den where Hoxie leads Trumann 10-6 as we get ready to start the second quarter. And don't forget, later on tonight, following the girls' game, probably 10 to 15 minutes after the girls' game completes, we'll have the boys' championship as well. The homesteading Manila Lions will be taking on the Osceola Seminoles.
And that is a rivalry.
Absolutely.
We were here a couple years ago, and you could not find a seat.
Yeah, I think that's been the theme pretty much all week here at Manila. They was talking with Stephen Milligan, assistant principal, earlier today, and he said they've had really good crowds all week here. Trumann will inbound at the start the second quarter, trailing 10-6. Hoxie extends their defense up to half court, looking to trap. Now here's a layup underneath, up and in. Kayla Spence, and that's textbook of how you beat high-pressure defense.
And that was a great job by Taylor to look for going over, flashing inside.
The ball down in the corner, now back up to the wing to Tessa Glenn. Glenn over to Brown. Here's a three-pointer on the way from the corner. Up and in. Guess who, Wes? Cassidy Clayton.
She has stepped up in the absence of Sydney Gillum.
Absolutely. And now here's a steal, and it's stolen back by Trumann. Michael Wilson dishes off, now down to the corner. Daly Taylor. Taylor passes inside, whistle on a foul.
Foul charge to number 12.
We're going to get Tessa Glenn.
Her first, team second.
Her first. That's only the second team foul on Hoxie, West. That's a stat we're going to have to keep an eye on because Hoxie's already up to 16, or excuse me, Truman's up to 16 fouls. And here's a steal by Tessa Glenn. Coming down 1-on-3. Shot up. Doesn't matter. It's up and in.
Tessa Glenn, 2 points.
Lead has grown to 7 here, 1 minute into the second quarter.
Just bam, bam, back-to-back shots by the Lady Mustangs after giving the first bucket to the Lady Wildcats.
And the shot up is up and no good, and Hoxie's off and running again. Here's a layup, up and in by J.C. Brown. And Truman's got to take another timeout as this lead has grown to 9. 6:42 left here. See instant replay here. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But Wes, Hoxie, quick hits. Just boom, boom, boom.
Well, if you notice here coming out of the second quarter, Hoxie has come out and just spam and go. You know, they're looking for someone.
Absolutely.
They're got their head up in the floor there to see what's going to happen.
Great play by Glenn there to keep her composure after getting. She got bumped. There could have been a foul called there. Opportunity for the and one, but she held her composure and was able to get the shot up and in. And, you know, we go from a 4-point game to a 9-point game in a matter of about a minute and 18 seconds.
And actually, it was a 2-point game. It was 10-8.
Yeah, very true. It was 10-8.
After that first basket.
Yeah.
So a 7-0 run by the Lady Mustangs after giving up the first basket of the quarter.
You see Hoxie's going to extend their defense up to almost half court, about halfway between the 3-point line and the half-court line. Michael Wilson out front for Trumann. Tries to hand off. Here's a steal by Brown. Brown with the layup, up and in, and she's fouled.
Jaden Brown, 2 points.
Going to get Tay Smith. Here you see she just steps in front of the pass. And she's off to the races. Tay Smith comes in late, tries to block, but doesn't get there in time. And one opportunity. No good on the free throw.
And again, the flashing defense from the Lady Mustangs is what's setting all this up.
Wilson dishes off. Morgan's shot up, no good. Trumann clears the board. Here's Hartley for 3, no good. And Hoxie controls. Jason Brown. 3-pointer by Glenn is no good. Trumann clears. And Caroline Morgan will bring it across. And Wilson back to Morgan. Morgan sets the offense. Guarded closely by Emily Davis. Pass down to the corner to Wilson. Now back to Morgan. Morgan pulls it back around front. Here's Hartley. Thought about the shot. Good drive. And great block out of bounds by Caitlin Henson. Excellent block there, Wes. She's able to control herself here and not get any body contact that would have resulted in a foul. Here you see it right here on the replay.
She's going straight up
Straight
right
up,
there.
good block.
Nice verticality.
Wilson controls out front for Trumann. Looking in the post for Hartley.
She had it. She was wrapped all around her on that one. She looked like her. What did I do? She was wearing her like a cheap suit.
We get Jaden Brown with that foul. Her second. It's only the third team foul for Hoxie. Kick ball, and we'll try it again. Trumann inbound. Trying to get the ball to Hartley, and they do. Now back out to Wilson. Wilson looking for someone to pass to. Looking for Hartley, and Hartley's going to be fouled again. See who they get here. J.C. Brown. Oh, it's only her first foul.
She was holding her.
Yeah, Hartley's battling down low. She's working hard trying to get the ball.
Officials know if you're battling and trying and they see something like that, they're going to call it. And that's another nice drive for Spence. And she's up to 6 points now.
Yeah, Hartley found her on the drive and cut, and they shut down the 7-0 run by Hoxie. Yeah, that's an offensive foul. lower your shoulder like that, Wes, you're going to get called pretty much every time.
Yeah, and she was standing there in plenty of time.
Hartley
also
had position, and you saw it. Henson lowered her shoulder and just a little too aggressive there. So Hoxie up to 5 team fouls now. 4:39 left, 19-10. Hoxie leads Trumann. Trumann with the ball. Morgan out front, looks into the high post. Shot up from about 12 feet, up and in for Kayla Spence. And Trumann's mounting a little run of their own here. Trumann now extending their defense up the half court. Skip pass stolen away by Trumann. Into the front court now, back to Wilson. Wilson out front to Hartley. Hartley over to Morgan. Morgan, little indecisive on what to do. Kicks out to the corner for 3. Up and in by Kayla Spence.
And now Hoxie's going to run a 30-second timeout.
See here on the replay, Trumann with the steal. They're very patient here, Wes. They're not forcing the issue, looking around. Morgan was so wide open she didn't really know what to do, but found the open lady in the corner. Kayla Spence up and in for 3, and she's got 11 points here with 3:58 left in the second quarter.
11 out of the 15, and Clayton's got 11 out of the 19, so we know the two players that are putting their teams on their back.
Absolutely. Clayton and Spence are stealing the show so far, so to speak. Coach Chipman giving instructions to try to slow down Kayla Spence and the Wildcats on their run right now. And now you see Hoxie kind of taking their time. Jaden Brown slowly bringing it up to the front court. She's met at half court by Kayla Spence in the Trumann defense.
I love the way that Trumann adjusted to the way that Hoxie was flashing for the passes.
Three-pointer no good. Hoxie controls the board, and it's slapped away by, guess who, Kayla Spence. Substitution into the game for Hoxie. Cassidy Clayton coming back in, replaces Emily Davis.
Tessa Glenn overall is 1 for 10 from field goals.
Wow, I didn't realize she'd put up 10 shots already.
1 for 6 from 2-point range and over 4 from behind the arc.
Jason Brown out front. Off to Glenn. There's another layup. No good. Battle for the board. McLaughlin clears it now off to Hartley. Hartley spins at the free throw line. Looks to Morgan. Morgan down to the corner to Wilson. Wilson drives. Nice block by Hoxie. Brown regains control. Dishes off to the side. Nice layup and in. J.C. Brown for Hoxie.
And again, a good job by Hoxie to stay up and vertical.
Absolutely.
I mean,
they're getting the
kids,
block and avoiding the contact.
That is fundamentals right there, and we were talking about that earlier.
Caroline Morgan out front, looks to the high post. Dish down low. Kayla Spence. I think she was anticipating contact there, Wes. It never came.
She sure was.
Now Brown. Dishes off. Here's a three-pointer on the way. No good. Hartley clears for Trumann. 21-15 with 2:17 left here before halftime. Michael Wilson out front. He'll set the offense. Now off to Morgan. Morgan over to McLaughlin. Now back to Hartley. Hartley skips down to the corner. Spence with another three on the way. Short, no good. Not sure if defender got a piece of that or not, Wes. I couldn't see.
I couldn't tell on that or not, or she rushed it, seeing the defender flashing.
Tessa Glenn with about a 13-footer. Pushes the lead back up to 8 for Hoxie with 1:40 left here in the first half. Morgan out front, off to Wilson. Coach Ballou shouting instructions on the offensive set he wants run. There's Morgan at the top of the key. Looks down deep for Wilson. Great recovery by Wilson, but the shot's blocked. Spence's shot is blocked. Now Hoxie pushes ahead in a hurry. Jump stop by Tessa Glenn.
Great jump
Excellent
stop.
move. Now here's Trumann right back. Kayla Spence up.
She
Shot
rushed
no
that
good.
one.
She did rush it, Wes. Here comes Glenn and the Mustangs, Lady Mustangs again. Three-pointer from the wing on the way, no good. Battle for the board out of bounds, and it'll go to Trumann. Leads up to 10 here for the Lady Mustangs. 54 seconds left. 25-15.
I think this is, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first double-digit lead of the night.
I believe it is. Largest lead of the night for Hoxie. Morgan out front looking for a lob pass to Micah Wilson. Shot up just a little short. Glenn pushing hard now for Hoxie. Off to the corner, three-pointer on the way. No good, battle for the board. And Hoxie controls. Great look down underneath. Missed the layup, but got the putback up and in for Ellie Britt. Her first 2 points of the game. 15 seconds left now. Trumann going to pull it out, set for one shot. 7 seconds left here. Here's Hartley in the corner being double teamed, dribbling out 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And she throws it out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Lady Mustangs with 0.8 of a second left here before halftime.
I'd almost go about between the three-point line and half court. That way they can't.
The 0.8 you can actually get a shot off. Is
Yeah.
that correct? And here it is from half court. No good, and that'll take us to the half. Hoxie grows the lead up to 12 here at halftime, leads Trumann Lady Wildcats 27-15. You're watching the 3A3 District Championship Tournament on Tubetown. Live, local from Ritter Communications.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to rittercommunications.com/TV Everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
And we welcome you back into the Lions Den, where Hoxie leads Trumann here at halftime, 27-15. Wes, seeing a few replays here of how Hoxie was able to push their lead out to 12 points in the second quarter after starting the quarter only up by 2.
Yeah, I tell you, what got me on them, watching them, was how they were anticipating where the pass was going to go and go ahead and flashing, and they got a lot of fast break points that way, Marcus.
Yeah.
And then they've hit a few three-pointers. They only hit a couple of three-pointers all game long, but they hit a big one there to actually extend the lead.
This previous replay, you probably see the best play we may see all night there with the jump stop by Tessa Glenn. Jump stop and the layup up and in, and you just see Hoxie. It was almost like they flipped a switch going into the second quarter there, and I believe Coach Chipman called a timeout after the lead got cut to 2, and then whatever magic words he told them in the timeout took effect because the lead went from 2 to 9 in a matter of about a minute and 15 seconds. So.
Like he told hey, you got to get on your defense side here.
Sure, absolutely. Still got about 7 minutes here before the start of the third quarter, so we're going to step aside for another break. Hoxie Lady Mustangs leading the Trumann Lady Wildcats 27-15 here at halftime of the 3A3 District Championships on Tubetown. From live local from Ritter Communications.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hope, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment. is just a click away. Simply go to rittercommunications.com/TV Everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Back here in the Lions Den, halftime of the 3A3 Girls Championship game between the Hoxie Lady Mustangs and the Trumann Lady Wildcats. Lady Mustangs on top by 12 here. Wes, kind of I don't want to say we didn't expect Hoxie to jump out to a lead, but when Trumann made their run and cut the Hoxie lead down to 2, kind of thought we might be in for a back and forth kind of barn burner.
Yeah, I thought we might as well, like you do. But Coach Chipman called that timeout and lit a fire under the Lady Mustangs, and they responded.
In-game adjustments. They can make you or break you. 27-15 here, right as we're getting ready. We've got about a minute and a half left before we get to the start of the third quarter, so we'll take a quick look at some halftime stats here, Wes. What sticks out to you on these stats?
1 for 5 from the free throw line for the Lady Mustangs, and the Lady Wildcats hasn't been to the free throw line yet.
Yeah.
And then the three-point shots. Neither team shooting very well from behind the arc. 2 for 11 for the Lady Mustangs, 1 for 7 for the Lady Wildcats.
Well, not much better on the two-point field goals either. 6 of 16 for Trumann, 10 of 23 for Hoxie. Wes, how many close-up point-blank shots did we see Hoxie miss early on?
Oh, early on, probably the first 4 to 5 shots at least.
Absolutely. We're point-blank inside of 5 feet in the lane, and there's been several also. They've had several putbacks off of missed three-pointers or missed jumpers that just for whatever reason they're not falling tonight, and yet here they are still up 12 points here as we get ready to start the third quarter.
Yeah, they got to shoot better next week, because when they meet that Riverview team, if they get that far,
right. We
saw them at Westside last week, and they can play lights out.
And they were on top of their game last week at Westside as they just pretty much did whatever they wanted to against the Lady Warriors. So leading scorers for each team, Hoxie is going to be Cassidy Clayton with 11 points to kind of set the pace for the Lady Mustangs. And on the other side of the ball, Kayla Spence for Trumann also has 11 points. So 27-15. What do we expect to see here in the third quarter, Wes?
I think you're going to see Hoxie again try to flash, get steals. That's where they seem to get their bread and butter. They can shoot from the half-court offense, but they'd rather run up down the floor. Trumann, if I was Trumann, I'd almost want to try to get as close as I could and then slow the ball down, especially if you can get within a bucket or even take the lead.
And here we are, just underway in the third quarter. Hoxie will get the first possession. Skip over to Glenn, back to Brown. Brown looking down low. Shot up, another point-blank miss, but there's going to be a whistle and a foul on the stick back. I believe they're going to get Hartley. No. Kayla Spence is who they got on that foul. So here you see the offensive sequence. Good look down low there. Shot went up, just wouldn't fall. For Henson. Henson's free throw is up and in. It's only her third point of the game. Second free throw bounces off and cleared by Hartley for Trumann. Now Caroline Morgan brings it across. Off to Wilson. Now back to Morgan. Back to Wilson on the wing looking for a cutter. Ball slapped away. Saved inbound by Jaden Brown. Great hustle play there. Here's Glenn now in the front court for Hoxie.
Jaden Brown's the one who's been getting all the...
It's a three-pointer, no good. Rebound controlled by Hoxie. Caitlin Henson back up with it, no good. And then Henson commits the foul.
Number 23, Caitlin Henson.
That's her third, Wes. Only 1 minute into the third quarter. She's got her third foul. Correction, that's only her second foul. I got points and fouls mixed up on the scoreboard up above us here. So now here's another steal by Jaden Brown for Hoxie. She pushes it across. Got to cut her down low. There's a kick out. Drive to the hole. Another kick. Back off to Davis. Davis will reset the offense for Hoxie.
Those two turnovers gives Trumann 12 on the game.
And here's Brown out front. Skip pass down to the back door. Shot up and no good by Cassidy Clayton. It's a great look to find her on the back door. She just couldn't convert. Now here's Michael Wilson out front for Trumann. Approaching the 6-minute mark here of the third quarter, 28-15. Hoxie leads. Here's Morgan down in the corner. Finds Kayla Spence down low for an easy two.
Someone fell asleep on defense right there because she was too wide open.
Yeah,
to be
there was
3 feet from the basket.
I may have been the closest defender to her on that one.
Of course, both these teams will advance to the regional tournament played next week at Trumann.
Clayton down in the quarter. Here's Glenn for three. No good. And Kayla Spence clears the board for Trumann. Ahead to Caroline Morgan, and she's going to be fouled. And they got Glenn on that one.
Foul charge to number 12, Tessa Glenn.
Only her second.
Team second.
2 team fouls now on Hoxie. 5:23 left here in the third quarter. Hoxie up 28-17. Morgan to set the offense out front for the Lady Wildcats. Off to Hartley. Hartley drives baseline. Kicks out to Michael Wilson for a three-pointer. That's going to be short. And the board is controlled by Hoxie. Hoxie pushing ahead. Pass intercepted by Caroline Morgan. Maybe just a little too fast on that possession.
Have you heard Coach Chipman say, not smart?
Now here's Hoxie with a steal. Layup is up and good by Cassidy Clayton.
Like you're saying her name quite a bit, Marcus.
Yeah, that's her and Spence both wearing me out a little bit. Michael Wilson up top now for Trumann to set the offense. Morgan goes down the screen for Hartley. Hartley out on the wing. Tay Smith. Tay Smith drives. Shot up and in. Nice shot there by Tay Smith off the drive.
And good job by Smith on that drive because she was going to look for Spence. But the defender that was on Spence was like, I don't think I should go around her.
Yeah, she stayed at home, and Smith put up the shot, and it was a good one. Now here's a drive by Tessa Glenn. Shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's cleared by Trumann. Hartley pushes ahead. Three-pointer on the way from Hartley. In and out, no good.
She's getting frustrated.
Yeah, she is. Caroline Morgan with the foul. The push from behind. Second team foul for Trumann.
Yeah, Hartley, you can tell she rushed that shot. She's getting a little
She's
frustrated.
pressing a little bit, yeah. Pressing just a little. Now here's a steal, Morgan, and gives it right back. Layup up and good. Caitlin Henson for Hoxie adds 2 more. Lead back to 13 with 3:20 left here in the third. Morgan out front. Off to Smith on the wing. Now here's a skip pass across. Into the high post. Kayla Spence, 12-footer on the way. Bounces around. Falls off. Board is controlled by Emily Davis for Hoxie. Looking ahead. Shot is up and in by Cassidy Clayton. And we've got a timeout.
It's going to have to be a full timeout.
Full timeout for Trumann. 2:59 left here in the third. They trail 34-19 to the Lady Mustangs from Hoxie. Step aside for a quick break, and we'll be back with more action here from the 3A3 District Tournament on Tubetown. Live, local from Ritter Communications.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Wes, there you see the senior leader for Hoxie, Sydney Gillum. Can't see it there, but she's got a knee brace on that covers almost her whole leg, resting that knee a little bit. It doesn't look like they're missing her too much tonight. Up 15 here with 2:59 left in the third.
Like I said earlier in the game, this one's one of those games where you could rest her because you've got next week and possibly the next week to play. And I don't know how long she's going to be out or anything.
I imagine it's a day-to-day kind of deal. And when you have an injury like that, that's just kind of a sprained knee or whatever her problem may be, rest is about the best thing you can do for it.
Yeah. But at least she's there. She's still leading the team.
Just a little different
on the bench
role.
with them.
Here's Tay Smith. Dishes off underneath to Michael Wilson. Shot up, no good, but a foul.
Getting Clayton her first.
Her first, team third.
Cassidy Clayton on that foul.
I think this is the first time this is the first time Truman's been to the line, Marcus.
First time all night they've
Yes.
been to the line. First free throw was up and in. Second one on the way is good as well. Michael Wilson capitalizes on Truman's first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Now they extend their defense up to a half-court trap. Brown looks ahead. Here's a pass out to the corner. Guess who, Wes? Cassidy Clayton adds 3 more to her tally for the night.
18 out of 37 points coming from Clayton.
That's a pretty good night's work already. Here's a pass down low to Kayla Spence. Layup's no good. Smith back up with the rebound, no good. And now Hoxie pushes. Pass out front. 10-footer bounces up and around and no good. Tay Smith clears the board for Trumann. Michael Wilson down to the corner for 3 points. No good by Spence. Hoxie clears the board. Looks to push. Michael Wilson hustling along, slaps the ball away.
Tie up.
Jump ball. And the ball will go back to Trumann. Substitution into the game for Trumann. Nigeria Jones replacing Tay Smith. So Jones seeing her first action of the night. Wes Hoxie has done a really good job tonight of shutting down Hartley. She's pretty much been a non-factor all night. No points.
No points, and like we was talking about earlier, she's starting to get a little frustrated when she does have the ball.
Right.
Starting to rush her shots. And
fought out of a double team there to get the ball back out front to Jones. Now to Wilson. Down to the corner, 3-pointer on the way, no good. And Hannah McLaughlin gets her own rebound. Here's back to Hartley. Hartley looks to drive, kicks to the middle. Shot up by Jones is no good, but there's a whistle on a foul. Going to get Jaden Brown on that foul.
That's her third personal.
Third foul. Approaching the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. Hoxie leads 37-21. Substitution into the game for Hoxie. Caitlin Henson back in, replacing Emily Davis. First free throw was no good. Second free throw, no good as well. Hoxie clears the board. And off to Jaden Brown. Both Brown sisters in the game now. So we go from Jaden to JC. Here's a kick to the corner. Woman of the night right there, Wes. Cassidy Clayton, 3 more.
When you're hot, Marcus.
Here's her 21 on the night. Here's a layup on the other end by the other lady of the night, Kayla Spence.
She's at 15 points now.
It's a 2-woman show so far, Wes. Brown to Brown, now down in the post. Caitlin Henson, 2 more, and Hoxie's lead continues to grow. It's up to 19 now. As we approach the end of the third quarter, coming up on 15 seconds left.
I know you're down 19, but I'd almost want to slow it down. And
Hartley on the drive gets fouled. Let's see who they got. Going to get Caitlin Henson on the foul.
her third.
So Hartley goes to the line for a chance at her first points of the night. Free throw is up and good. Substitution into the game for Trumann. Caroline Morgan in, replacing Hannah McLaughlin. Hartley's second free throw on the way, up and in as well. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hoxie crosses half court. Here's Brown off to the corner. Now down low. Brown saved inbounds, shot up at the buzzer, no good. 3 quarters down, 1 quarter to go here in the girls' championship game of the 3A3 district tournament. Hoxie leads 42-25 here in the championship game on Tubetown. Live, local from Ritter Communications.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back here at the Lions Den, getting ready to start the fourth quarter of the girls' 3A3 district championship game. Hoxie in control here, up 17 as we get ready to start the third quarter. There you see the Trumann girls fought hard tonight, Wes, but it just seems like things are going a little more for Hoxie's way.
Hoxie's getting a lot of the bounces, but then again, they're getting a lot of the fast break points as well.
We see why they have won 19 in a row.
Now this will be 20 in a row if they hold on to this game.
Yeah, they just, in that second quarter, when it got to a 2-point game, it's almost like Hoxie just flipped the switch and just said, okay, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. And a change they made because the lead went from 2 to 11 in just a matter of a couple minutes. And Hoxie will have first possession here to start the fourth and final quarter of this matchup. Don't forget, coming up after this one, we're going to have the boys' championship game as well. The homestanding Manila Lions are going to take on the Osceola Seminoles. And if you're not here yet, you might as well just tune in on Facebook for the boys' game because it looks like the place has filled up and there's not many, if any, open seats.
And this place will be loud.
Absolutely. There's the pass knocked away and recovered by Trumann. Here's Hartley on the push. Layup, no good. And Hoxie clears the board. Brown clears looking ahead. Finds Tessa Glenn. Glenn back to J.C. Brown now. And J.C. back out to her sister, Jaden.
And again, nice patience by the Lady Mustangs. They know they got the lead.
Yeah, no need to rush anything here at all, Wes. You could actually back out and kill a little clock here. The Brown sisters out front. Now off to Clayton. See just a little bit of almost a 3-man weave. Nice dish underneath.
That's what they were looking
Henson
for. They just kept dribbling around there waiting for someone to come up and try to play some help defense.
And then it leaves that back door wide open. Here's Caroline Morgan out front for Trumann. Now off to Wilson. The high post to Spence. Spence out to the corner. It's a drive by Jones. Kick. Attempted pass down low, knocked away. We'll stay with the Lady Wildcats.
It looked like she stepped out when she intercepted that pass.
Yeah. Trumann to inbound underneath. Their own basket. Pass comes into Jones, now out front to Wilson. Now back to the corner. There's Hartley out front. Morgan out front. Back off to Wilson. Down into Hartley. Hartley double teamed, in trouble, kicks out. Three-pointer, no good. And Hoxie clears the board. Tessa Glenn looking to push ahead. Hoxie's got numbers, passes a little long, saved inbounds to Caitlin Henson for the two. Great hustle play there by J.C. Brown
And
to save that possession.
When it's your not, you can't do anything wrong.
Absolutely. Shot on the way. That was Caroline Morgan, I believe.
Yes, Caroline
Okay.
Morgan.
2 more for Trumann. 19-point lead now for Hoxie. 5.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Whistle and a foul. We get Nigeria Jones for that foul. Here you see the drive by Morgan. Shot up and in. Great shot there. Our camera crew. Nice work, guys. Now Brown to inbound for Hoxie. Getting close to that 5-second count. And there it is. Kenny Faulkner holds up the 5, and ball goes over to Trumann.
I'm almost surprised Coach Chipman didn't go ahead and ask for a 30-second timeout.
He was very aggravated by the 5-second call there that they couldn't get the ball in.
Yeah, he was on his girls to move.
And coaching like it's a 2-point game. Here's Glenn pushing into the front court. Shot up from 12, partially blocked. And cleared by Spence for Trumann. Now off to Morgan. Morgan pushes ahead. Out to the corner. Nigeria Jones for 3. No good. Hoxie clears. Brown pushes across. Off to Glenn. Now down low. We got a whistle and a foul on Trumann.
It's going to be on
Michael Wilson, I believe.
Michael Wilson, her second.
Trumann's been a little more disciplined as far as their fouling here in the second half. That's only the 4th team foul. Quick inbounds pass.
How many times have we seen Caitlin Henson there miss from
close
point?
in from about 6 feet out? You know, Hoxie's had a little trouble with those tonight, but you know, when you're up 19, you can miss shots here and there. There's Brown pushing ahead. Off to Cassidy Clayton. Now down the corner for Glenn. 3-pointer is good by Tessa Glenn. Pushes the lead to 22 for the Lady Mustangs. 4:15 left here in the fourth.
Both coaches are, like you said a while ago, coaching like it's a 2-point game, though.
Right. And now here's another fast break for Hoxie. Glenn dishes off. Great pass there.
Great
J.C. Brown, the freshman.
We got another timeout. It's going to have to be a full timeout for the Lady Wildcats.
Hoxie's lead is ballooned ahead. Here you see on the break. Nice dish off to the freshman. 2 more puts the lead up to 24 points for Hoxie. Full timeout, so we're going to step aside real quick. You're watching the 3A3 District Tournament Championship game on Tubetown, live, local from Ritter Communications. Back here at the Lions Den, the 3A3 District Tournament Championship game. Hoxie in full control here, up 51-27 with just under 4 minutes to play. Wes, you'll notice Hoxie making a few substitutions, but if you're wondering why they still have a majority of their main players in the game, they've only got 8 or 9 girls on their roster.
And that's all they got. So
and that's counting Gilliam.
Yeah,
So the substitutions are going to be very limited here for Hoxie. There's a drive to the hole, shot up, no good. Spence battling hard for the board, just couldn't save it inbound. Back to Hoxie it will go. Emily Davis to inbound. Now Trumann extends the defense up to a full court press. Here's the pass ahead to Tessa Glenn. Wes, that was a great recovery just to catch up to that pass.
Yeah, if you notice when she was dribbling between everybody, she kept her head up. She was looking. A lot of people now, high schoolers, they'll put their head down when they're dribbling in traffic like that.
As Glenn tries to split the defense, stolen away, and then commits the foul, trying to steal the ball back. Third foul on Tessa Glenn. Michael Wilson brings it across for Trumann. To McLaughlin, now back to McLaughlin. Drives and kicks, finds Spence underneath. Up, no good. And Brown clears the board. Brown will bring it across and set the offense. 2:50 left here in the game. There's a drive all the way to the hole for Emily Davis.
Her first two of the night.
It's her name in the scorebook.
Looks like we're going to have 5 fresh bodies for the Lady Wildcats.
Wilson out front, 2.5-minute mark. 3-pointer on the way from Tay Smith, no good. And Hoxie controls. Hoxie looks to push. J.C. Brown off the Emily Davis. Davis up and in.
Emily Davis, 2 points.
Whistle. We got mass substitutions here for Trumann.
Yeah, that's just official. Just blew his whistle. Just let them in.
Just an official stoppage to get the substitutions in. I don't think
Light ball. They're trying to they're trying to tell them, hey, it's your ball down there.
So we've got Selena Lopez, Emma Turner, Ty Crockett, Jaden Chappelle, and who's our other one? Christina Jean Paul for Trumann. There's a quick timeout from Hoxie.
Hey, the only reason he got that timeout was just to get his
3 subs in. You're going to have Ellie Britt, Haley Needham, and let's see, who was the third one?
Cassidy Clayton came back in.
That's right. Coach and Kenny Faulkner both standing there side by side. Had a pretty good barrier there. I couldn't see her get her number. Approaching the 1.5-minute mark left here in the fourth quarter. Hoxie in full control. Looks like they'll be moving on to pick up their 20th straight win. Emily Davis with a long 3-pointer. 58-27 now. Nice block. Shot recovered by Christina Jean Paul. No good, and the foul's charged to Haley Needham of Hoxie. We're 31-point lead, and there's the running clock. Get us through this last minute 11.
Got both free throws.
Both free throws up and in for Christina Jean Paul. 30-point lead now for Hoxie.
And Coach Chipman's telling him to stand back there, just run the clock, as long as they'll let you.
See J.C. Brown out front, the freshman, who moved up at the end of the season, and good timing on moving her up with Gillum having the injury.
Yeah.
Another.
She played a phenomenal game tonight.
Absolutely. I'd say the game has to belong. The player of the game has to be Cassidy Clayton for Hoxie, though. 21 points on the night. And on the other side, it's got to be Kayla Spence. I don't have her numbers in front of me, but I know she had about 17 or so. 17 seconds now. Hoxie going to be content just to dribble it out. 10 seconds.
Spence had 15 on the night.
The Lady Mustang fans behind us come to their feet as they realize they're going to capture their 20th straight win and the 3A3 district championship. A final score of 58-28. And the third time this year, Wes, that they've defeated the Trumann Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, and they did it without their leader in Sidney Gillum.
Yeah, great win tonight for Hoxie. So we're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll come back and tally up some final stats and then get ready for the boys' championship game between Manila and Osceola coming up probably in about 15 to 20 minutes from now. So we're going to step aside real quick, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching the 3A3 District Tournament Championship on Tubetown, live, local from Ritter Communications.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back here at the Lions Den for the 3A3 District Championship. There you see the champion Hoxie Lady Mustangs as they walk out to grab not only the regular season conference championship, but the district tournament championship as well. Swept through the conference season 16-0, swept through the district tournament, 20 straight wins, 58-28 your final here in the district championship game. And Wes, I believe this team is going to be hard to beat as the season moves on to the regional tournament now.
Yeah, next weekend and Trumann. I'll tell you what, don't sleep on the Lady Wildcats either.
Absolutely. You see some talent there on that Lady Wildcats team. It just one of those nights where whatever could go wrong did tend to go wrong for the Lady Wildcats, and everything went right for their opponents tonight in the Hoxie Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, the Lady Mustangs shut down Mallory Hartley, and with that happening, it just took Trumann out of their game.
Absolutely. So once again, your final score, 58-28. Hoxie wins the district championship, 20 straight wins for Hoxie. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to step aside for about 10 minutes. So by my clock, it's 7:13 right now. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to come back and have the boys championship game between Manila and Osceola. Quick shout out to our great crew that helped us through this game. Wes, this was a fun one. Enjoyed having you there by my side. I'm going to tag out and let the A-plus team take over here with Andy Manus on the call for the boys game alongside Wes Cisco. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the boys 3A3 District Championship. You're watching it live here on Tubetown, live, local from Ritter Communications.